to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the corner throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number one.
A lot of yardage in front of him. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the first. Before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That one comes out hot down the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he's lined up every single play.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to keep it in the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You have a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here we go. Slams ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98
start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw it Street. There's the pressure. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
Now on the option. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
The Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football.
And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Street. Setting up the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll run the option. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Barton. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up a run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
Keep power ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1, 2, 3 kick the last time they had. There he goes! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming
after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up. Defense has to be ready.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On the option. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Street. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half. Hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get close. When I get those errors, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now a throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Dalton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Good completion on the out. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Pulls it in. It's Barton. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Quarterback moving. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires one deep down the right side. The incomplete pass. Frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
To throw, it's Street. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but... quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. As always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Let's fix this on the board, fellas.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to take a shot on second and short. Fires left. It's complete. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to swing it on second down. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. End off from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and leading the run.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard. They try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
To the air on second down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Value Bengals. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Bringing it out. And the returner will be dragged down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Looking for a man. It's Street. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Makes the grab. And he murders over the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 40. Line. So So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Dropping back, it's Street. Where to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in. Down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, they'll just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working.
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Back to pass, it's Street. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. The 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Hand off to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
First and goal, you know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this off.
Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Punts it out of the air. Has midfield, he's got room. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, deflected. Not by the D.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now. And long. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're just going to see what the offense does on this next one.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really... game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Tiger! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Tries to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback and do these. Trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got an open man. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, man, that guy. 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point except they want to run up the score. able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He wastes no time and comes up throwing. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go. On the last play. Here comes the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The option look. Got room to work. Got the first down and more. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big end.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense, this quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give him right back to him.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too. Right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Finds a little space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now When you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point.
Breaks into the open.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. Snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I want to see points at the end of this drive.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quick strike complete. He's loose. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all.
Goes toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Spits it out to the back. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the heat. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he made the extra point without problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Build that momentum, offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving